following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Lee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good morning, Macomb. I'm Megan Sanchez.
And I'm Redrick Terry. Welcome to Good Morning Macomb. It's Friday, September 16th.
We have quite the show for you today. An interview with organizers for one of the most successful fundraisers on campus.
That's right. Also coming up, we're talking about that new update for the iPhone.
Oh, when the Bombers go marching in. That's right. The Macomb Bombers went marching through Macomb, and we have that story coming up.
And finally, we have some great events going on around the community this weekend to tell you about. All that and more coming up on this edition of Good Morning Macomb.
But first, Redrick, I know your walk to here was ruined this morning by that rain. Let's find out if it's going to stick around. Devin, what's going on this morning?
Yeah, I'll take the blame for all the rain, guys. I'm sorry about that. But taking a live look at our webcam, yeah, the rain is coming down and it's causing us to get a little wet across campus. I actually had to dig out my fancy Western Illinois University umbrella today because it's just raining, and who likes to get wet right before newscast? So had to dig out the umbrella today. Temperature is holding steady at 70 degrees with winds out of the south at 10 miles per hour, and the dew point is 68 degrees. And since the temperature is very close, it's not going to be very good. You can see that rain showing up at this point. Coming up, I will let you know when the rain will get out of here and when we could have some nice weekend weather after this.
All right, Devin, thank you very much. Well, the Macomb Park District will host their last movie in the park of the season tomorrow night.
The event is free to the public and will be held in Veterans Park. They will be showing the movie Inside Out, such a cute film. Families can enjoy free popcorn and soda, and this event will start at 7:30 p.m. But if it rains, it'll be rescheduled for Saturday.
Well, waking up Saturday morning can't always be fun, but this is for a good cause.
Absolutely. Registration starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. The walk kicks off at 10 a.m. and is 2 miles long. The race starts at Veterans Park on East University Drive. And local kids are putting on a show this weekend. It's called Meet the Creeps, and it's at the Macomb Community Theater. Kids as young as 5 years old are in the play. News 3's Cora English met up with some of the cast.
Cute little program for all.
I wonder what's that hot look, Bubba.
We're all having a good time putting it on.
That's Roy Roth. Roy and his wife Peggy direct children's plays at the Macomb Community Theater. They do it so that the kids can have an opportunity to get involved.
There's not really much opportunity for the young people to do theater until they reach junior high school. So we're trying to give them a little avenue to give them something besides baseball. Not everybody's athletic.
They do a children's show every year. This one will be number 9 for Roy and Peggy. Kids of all ages audition for the parts. The youngest one this year is only 5. Roy says they have gotten to teach the kids a lot about theater.
And hopefully they'll learn something from it. Hopefully they'll have a good time too. That's the important thing.
The Roths love to work with the kids and make a difference. It's their way of keeping in touch with the Macomb community.
This is just a way to give something back, and they seem to enjoy it. We enjoy it.
For News 3, I'm Cora English.
Meet the Creeps is kind of an Addams Family feel. Sure to be a lot of fun. There will be shows both this weekend and next weekend.
Well, you can contact the Macomb Community Theater to RSVP. The phone number and website are on your screen. Well, the celebration of the beginning of an era will be returning to WIU.
That's right. Founders Day celebrates its 23rd year, acknowledging that it's been over 100 years since the establishment of Western Illinois University. The celebration kicks off on September 23rd at 11:30 inside the Union Grand Ballroom. Those wanting to attend can contact the university for more information. And the annual Gazebo Art Festival is quickly approaching to kick off the fall season.
That's right. The event will take place on Saturday, September 24th at Chandler Park. The Art Festival is a one-day event at a small park on the north side of Macomb's downtown square.
WIU's annual Al Sears Jazz Festival is also happening that day. The Jazz Festival has been held in Chandler Park under many different names since 1968. There will be music, food vendors, and book sales as well.
Well, football season doesn't only mean it's practice time for the team and cheerleaders.
Yes, it's also practice time for the Macomb High Marching Band. News 3's Ryan Breschaber met up with the band who marched through the community during their marchathon.
This is called the Marchathon. It's a fundraising project that the marching band does each year. Gets the kids out into the community, asks each of the selected neighborhoods to provide small donations, and then the neighborhood that provides the most donations, we just awarded them today a full parade with the entire band and the color guard.
We go into a parade in their neighborhood, and then we come downtown and perform a concert for anyone who wants to come. And we do a full run-through of our marching show for this year, as well as our pregame setup. So we do Robin Hood, the Star Spangled Banner, and our Macomb fight song.
It was a beautiful day, weather cooperated, and we had a great concert here on their programming for this year. Very grateful for Doug and all the folks that put the Marching Bombers on the map, and we just wish them a great season.
And you can catch the Macomb High Marching Bombers tonight at the Macomb High football game at 7 p.m. against their rival, Monmouth-Roseville.
Sure to be a good game. It's the start of the harvest season, but some teachers and students at Western are working on the kind of harvest you'd think.
Yep, it's honey harvest time. Take a look at this. The RPTA group starts by blowing smoke on the bees to calm them down. Then they open the honeycomb to release the bees before the harvesters take out the honey. Once the combs are out, the students brush off the excess wax and start the process of the canning.
Props to them. I'm terrified of bees. I could not do that. They spin all the honey out of the combs and pour it into a container to take out the bee parts. The sifted honey is then bottled. The group is taking donations for the honey to help raise funds for the new building at Hornfield campus. Before we go to break, Redrick, did you know that it's National Double Cheeseburger Day?
Well, I didn't know that, but I now know where I'm headed after the show. But just yet, wait until after the show for that.
When we come back, I sit down with 3 students who are part of organizing one of the biggest fundraising movements on campus.
That's right. You have 2 minutes to grab some coffee. Meet us right back here on Good Morning Macomb.
Tried to amend my carnivorous habits, made it nearly 78.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
My favorite thing about NEWS3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. NEWS3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover 3rd graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a Shelter Pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. I'm Megan Sanchez. Dance Marathon is a huge fundraising movement on campus here at WIU. The big event takes place in March, but the work begins far before that. Joining me today are 3 members of Dance Marathon's executive board, Erica, Nick, and Mark. Welcome to the show. So great to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Yes, definitely. So, Dance Marathon, like I said, the work is beginning now. You guys are already starting to fundraise. Talk to me about the 5K that's coming up in just about a week here.
Well, our 5K is actually on Saturday, September 24th. If you register by the 23rd, it'll still be $25. It goes up to $30 the day of. If you register by today, you do guarantee yourself a t-shirt. So that's really cool if you want a t-shirt. We have a really cool logo, has little footprints, it's adorable. But yeah, we're really hoping to get some community involvement with that. It's our first one ever. We're really excited about it, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Definitely. And 3.1 miles, that's not too bad, so people can handle that, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can run or walk it. So even if you're not good at running like me, you can walk the whole time. And we'll have people giving out water and all sorts of stuff like that. It starts at Old Dairy and ends at Old Dairy.
Awesome. So I know Dance Marathon, this is its 4th year. Tell me about some of the goals you have for this year.
Our goal this year, we obviously want more people than last year. We want the word to be spread throughout the community. The event is actually April 1st this year. It's not an April Fool's Day joke. We're doing it on April 1st. Kind of give us some more time to start fundraising. We've been fundraising since last spring semester. Our goal this year is $100,000. That's a huge goal for a 4-year program. And so, we're implementing things like the 5K. We're going to do a pancake breakfast. More details on that to come as we kind of get it organized. Registration right now is open. Just go to tinyurl.com/WIUDM17. Click the registration link, sign up, register. I mean, it's a great event. It costs $20 to register, and that guarantees you t-shirt and food throughout the event. So it's basically like you're getting all that for free.
That's awesome. And obviously, there's a big reason that we do Dance Marathon. Talk to me about the impact that this makes.
All right, so all the money that gets donated, goes directly to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and we are connected with the St. Louis Children's Miracle Network Hospital. And so all that money, it goes on to putting on various activities for the children. It helps improve their hospital rooms aesthetically. It makes it overall a better place for them to be, and it also helps out the families because it just makes it a better place for them to go to, and it helps cheer them up oftentimes and just helps them get through all the various treatments and procedures that they have to go through.
Definitely. I mean, being sick is something you never want to go through, so at least we can make it a little bit better for them. Definitely. Finally, tell me, if I'm a student and I want to do Dance Marathon, how can I get involved?
Well, like we said, you can go to tinyurl.com/WIUDM17 and, sign up, register. You can be at the event. We'd love to have 200 people signed up by fall break, which is in October. We just want everyone to be involved. We want this community effort as long as a Western Illinois University effort. And, it all comes down to one thing, FTK, for the kids. That's why we're doing this. All the money goes directly to those hospitals. We try to do outside fundraising, cover any costs we have. So it's just a great event.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here today. If you want to sign up to run 3.1 miles for the kids, there's still time. Go to the website on the screen and sign up by September 23rd. The event is on Saturday the 24th down at the Old Dairy, and you can sign up that day too. Registration is $25 before the 23rd and $30 after that. When we come back, Storm Team 3's Devin Biggs will have your weekend forecast. Don't go away. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Devin Biggs.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
You're late. You have to be on the air in 5 minutes. We've got a lot of new music coming in. Make sure you play it. And don't forget about the sports show tonight, too.
Oh my God, we listen to you all the time. You're the only station in the area that's completely commercial-free. It's so awesome. How you're the best in Macomb with alternative and urban music. Can we get your autograph?
88.3 The Dog. Rocky approved.
have to say it's just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment, and I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly, they welcome you right when you walk in the door, and you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories, but yet you just get such a real-life experience here at News 3.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Devin Biggs.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb here on a Friday morning, excuse me. A current look right now at our current surface map showing the showers of thunderstorms that is currently moving into the region right now. This is thanks to a cold front that is moving in from the west. A look at our Midwest weather tracker showing the showers and thunderstorms that's currently moving into the region. And I believe this is only round one. We could have another round developing later on today. So even once this round moves through, have the umbrella handy. It could be a little wet later on today. Almanac page for today, September 16th. There's no actual high or low mentioned on this graphic because it hasn't happened yet today, but we can show you what the average is normally for today. We'll be around 77 to 53 for our average. 96 degrees back in 1906, so a little hot back in 1906. Current temperatures, thanks to the cloud cover and the rain, is basically holding steady into the low 70s, with 70 degrees being a popular number in Macomb, Kia, Cuck, and Burlington. Rainfall event map, the rain has shifted on to the south and east a little bit. We could still see another 5/10 of an inch of rain between now and Saturday morning. So again, make sure to have the umbrella handy as you head out the door for work or school today, and for work or school, or if you're working next week, or excuse me, I can't talk today. If you're heading out the door for work this weekend or any other activities. The futurecast today, we have that line of showers and thunderstorms moving on through, and tonight we'll continue to have chances of showers and thunderstorms possible as the cold front continues to move in from the west. Your temperatures will be basically in the mid to upper 70s today. That all depends on how much sunshine we see, and tonight will basically be in the upper 60s, the mid 60s, depending on where you're at. And basically for tomorrow, we'll basically be in the low 80s area wide, with sunshine slowly coming out throughout the day. Your forecast for today, showers and thunderstorms will be expected with high around 76. And tonight, more storms, you guessed it, with a low in the mid-60s. In your News 3 exclusive 5-day forecast, we'll be showing storms today, but once we get on into the day on Saturday, it will be nice with 80 degrees for the high. And basically, we'll be seeing even an 84 on Monday, but not too bad. So once we get past today, it shouldn't be bad for any weekend activities or anything of that nature.
So definitely don't lose that umbrella.
Yeah, don't lose the umbrella. I've already heard some people that have lost their umbrella, and unfortunately they paid the price for it, so not good.
Definitely not. Thank you so much, Devin. Coming up after the break, we talk about self-driving Uber vehicles and bubble wrap in the running for the Toy of Hall of Fame.
All good stories that you are not going to want to miss. We'll be back in 120 seconds.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
I think what I love most about News 3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News 3 has really taught me to believe in myself, and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Don't worry, the 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play more. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Uber's self-driving cars have finally hit the streets.
Awesome. The Ford Fusions are currently available for a select group of customers in Pittsburgh who can accept the invitation via email.
That's right. The cars all feature 20 cameras, 7 lasers, and 3 inertial measurement units to help customers get to where they are going. If those of you are worried, there is also a safety driver who can take the wheel in case of emergency. Pittsburgh is the first city where Uber is offering self-driving cars.
That is neat. Yes. I can't imagine having no driver. It's just going.
Well, you've got the safety driver there. Just
yes, so that makes me feel a little better. There's an Apple store in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is a great story. That doesn't sell iPhones or computers at all, and that has people a little bit confused.
That is right. The Green Bay's Apple store.
And computers and things like that. And we have to explain to them these apples are what you eat, not. They don't want me working on their computers anyhow.
Green Bay's Apple store specializes in the apples that you eat. They opened for the season Monday and sold all of their fruit before the day was done.
But the store's manager says they get plenty of calls from people asking when the new iPhone is coming out or to set up an appointment to repair an iPad. Green Bay's Apple store currently features Sweet Tango apples from Wisconsin's Door County. More apple varieties are expected in the coming weeks.
Can you imagine the type of phone calls that lady's getting now that
I know,
iOS 10
I feel
is
so
out?
bad for her. She's like, I'm sorry, we don't fix phones. It's so
Leave
funny.
that lady alone. 2 orphans were best friends in China and separated for almost a year.
And are head over heels now that they've been reunited in the U.S. Jan Moose reports.
Talk about falling for each other. This is an airport reunion between 2 besties separated for almost a year.
Are you so happy, Dada?
But they must have hugged like 400 times. 400, I mean, they kept hugging and getting so giddy that they fell over.
The kids, Dawson and Hannah, used to be called Dada and Shui Shui back at their orphanage in China. Hannah was abandoned, apparently because of her cleft lip. Dawson had fluid on the brain.
They had each other.
And then the Sykes family from Texas adopted Hannah, leaving Dawson behind.
I was like, oh my goodness, how can we leave this boy in China? Like, really, I couldn't stop thinking of him.
So Sharon Sykes posted Dawson's picture on Facebook, seeking a forever home. Another Texas couple, the Clarys, saw it and adopted Dawson.
Probably don't put that in your mouth.
11 months after Hannah arrived at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, the best friends reunited and went viral.
Dada home.
Once again, they're sharing a cup of water, rolling around on the floor, learning English.
Doggy out.
Already, the two are a hit on morning TV.
Oh, and he's rolling on the couch right now.
Story. Well, September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. Megan met up with one WIU student who is advocating for awareness.
That's right. Viewers should know the following story contains graphic images of surgery. 1 in 73 women will be diagnosed with ovarian cancer in their lifetime. Although ovarian cancer is rare in women under age 40, WIU junior Caitlin Bossolono was diagnosed with it at just 16 years old. Now in remission, she's trying to spread the word that no matter how old you are, this disease does not discriminate.
And there was a hashtag going around, pray for KB.
Caitlin Bossolono is a healthy young woman now.
Not unless I look at the scars I have on my chest or my stomach, then I think of it.
But 4 years ago, the then 16-year-old's life was flipped upside down by cancer.
I had no emotion. I didn't know anyone who had cancer.
What doctors insisted was constipation turned out to be a germ cell tumor in Caitlin's ovary, a kind of cancer that her mom was surprised her young daughter could have.
It was real surprising because you do think of it as older ladies, you know. something an older woman would get.
After many rounds of chemo and a reoccurrence of tumors, Caitlin was declared in remission in September of 2012. But the thought of it returning is always in the back of her mind.
I still say I'm in remission, I'm not cured. It could come back. Even though there's a high chance it won't, still anything could happen.
Chemo left some lasting effects. Caitlin only has one ovary and struggles with anxiety.
It is worth it. Some days it's hard to think that it's worth it, but all in all, it is worth it.
Her #1 goal is to spread awareness.
Best way for people to be aware is to know more about it is for there to be awareness, walks, fundraisers, stuff, more publicity about it. And it is a very deadly disease.
And her mom agrees girls need to know ovarian cancer can occur no matter what your age.
It would be nice, if she would, try to help, make aware that younger girls can get this because she's young and it happened to her.
Caitlin is a zoology major here at WIU and actually spent 2 weeks in Madagascar this summer studying lemurs. She's doing very well now.
That is just a terrific story, and it really talks to her toughness that she was able to go through that at such a young age.
Absolutely. Well, coming up after the break, we have a story that had us talking in the newsroom.
Trust me, I heard this and I couldn't believe it. You're going to want to stick around for this. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
I think what I love most about News 3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News 3 has really taught me to believe in myself and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
You taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play more. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it. Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point. There's smoky.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, finally today, if you love to play with bubble wrap, then you'll be thrilled to know it's in the running to be inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame. The organization announced this year's finalists Thursday. Engineers created bubble wrap in 1957, trying to make wallpaper, but they soon found it was great for packing and a lot of fun to pop those bubbles. Other nominees this year include the games Dungeons & Dragons, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and Uno. For the full list and to vote for your favorite, go to toyhalloffame.org. Winners will be announced on November 10th.
So, Devin, what we got this weekend for the forecast?
Well, we got storms today, but once we get into the weekend, it'll be nice with temperatures in the 80s and maybe even a little bit of a warm up next week with sunny skies. So not too bad of a weekend in next week forecast.
Definitely. Well, that's all for us this morning.
But we're online all the time. You can stay up to date with us, news3wiu.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Just search our handle, News3WIU. You can also search for us on YouTube and subscribe.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
From all of us here at News 3, have a good morning, Macomb.